Many of you are always asking me how to become a teacher here in Japan. So in this video, we are going to talk about that. And if you are interested and you want to know more, just keep on watching. Hello mga lalabs and welcome back to another episode of my teacher life. So in this video, pag-uusapan natin how would you become a teacher here in Japan. The first thing to know is that there are 3 categories of English teachers here in Japan, plus those who are working at the universities. Number 1 is that you can be an English teacher at a private English language schools or eikaiwa. Number 2, you can be a public school teacher under the Japanese program or JET program or Japan Exchange and Teaching Program. Number 3, you can also work at a public school as an ALT or Assistant Language Teacher, but under private corporations or companies, just like me. I am an ALT here in Japan. Now, the visa under these 3 categories are different. So, your visa for eikaiwa teacher is different from the JET program and different from the ALT. And they are not interchangeable. Now, in my upcoming videos, I would differentiate eikaiwa from JAT and ALT. But in this video, I will be talking more about becoming an ALT or Assistant Language Teacher here in Japan. Now, ang palaging question is that, how can I apply as an English teacher in Japan? Now, if you are already living here in Japan and you would want to be an English teacher, it is easier because you can directly apply to the company you would want to work for. But if you are still living in the Philippines, medyo mas mahirap yung application process kasi medyo mas marami pang process na dapat mong pagdaanan before ka magiging English teacher dito sa Japan. Why? Because if you are still living in the Philippines, meaning to say you are under the Philippine rules and governing policies on how to become an English teacher abroad. So what does it mean? Ibig sabihin, you cannot directly apply to the companies who are hiring English teachers, but rather you should be applying at those accredited agencies by the companies that are hiring English teachers here in Japan. So, Philippines, accredited agency, hiring company here in Japan. But if you are already here in Japan, directly apply to the hiring company. So, yun ang pagkakaiba. Kung nandito ka na sa Japan, pwede ka na mag-apply directly doon sa hiring company. Pero pag nasa Pilipinas ka pa, dadaan ka muna sa agency, sa accredited agency ng hiring company na yon dito sa Japan. So, that's how it goes. Now, I'd like to mention that there are companies hiring English teachers here in Japan that would accept applications from tourists coming from the Philippines. So if you are here physically, andito ka sa Japan, nag-tourist ka, you can directly apply in some companies that are hiring English teachers here in Japan. The number 2 question is, ano yung mga steps na dapat kong gawin para makapag-apply as an English teacher dyan sa Japan? Now again, ito mga i-discuss natin, ito mga sasabihin ko, is para lang doon sa mga pwedeng mag-apply directly through the hiring agencies here in Japan. Kasi po, yung mga nasa Pilipinas, gaya ng nabanggit ko kanina, dun po kayo mag-a-apply sa accredited agency na under ng POEA dyan po sa Pilipinas. And siguro yung requirements and yung process definitely is different from the process na gagawin pag nandito ka sa Japan. So step 1 is you should do an online application. almost, if not all, applications to become a teacher here in Japan is done through online. There are many online job sites here in Japan that you can use to apply to become a teacher, or you can directly go and visit the web pages or websites of these hiring companies and apply to become a teacher. To sa kanilang mga websites or online application sites, meron doong mga online resume na fill-inan mo ng data and isasubmit mo rin siya through online. Please be honest on filling out those online forms. Now, what are the minimum requirements to become an English teacher here in Japan? Number one minimum requirement is that you should be at least college graduate to teach English here in Japan. Being good in Japanese is not a requirement, but it is an advantage on your side if you can speak Japanese well, but it's not a requirement. Teaching experience is an edge, but also not a requirement. You can be an English teacher here in Japan even though you don't have English teaching experience. If you are new to teaching, you are welcome to teach English here in Japan. But if you are an experienced English teacher or a teacher for that matter, it would be an edge for you because hindi ka mahihirapan sa pagtuturo. And syempre, meron ka ng background kung paano magturo ng mga bata. So, mas madali yon for you. But it's not a requirement. So, after filling out those online forms and submit it also online, step 2 is just you should wait for their reply. Most probably, they would reply to you through email or phone calls. So, pag na-replyan kanila through email or phone calls, it doesn't mean that you are hired. But, meaning to say, they are giving you the chance to prove yourself, to show them what you got, to show them what you can do. Meaning to say, you proceed to step 2. Most likely, it would be a Skype interview. So, mag-uusap kayo and i-schedule nila kung kailan kanila i-interviewin through Skype. Then, minsan hindi nila sinasabi, but you have to prepare for the worst. Kasi kailangan i-ready mo rin yung kahit konting Japanese and mag-prepare ka rin ng props for your short online demo. So, after the online interview, if nakita nila that you have the capability to become an English teacher, they will schedule you for the next step, step number 3. Now, for step 3, they would ask you to provide the necessary documents and they would ask you to prepare a video for demo lessons. So there are companies that would give you an outline on what to present on the demo lesson. There are also companies that would let you decide what you would be teaching on your demo lesson. So you have the free will kung ano yung gusto mong topic, yung gusto mong gawin in your demo lessons. Now, what are the documents to be submitted? Transcript of records is enough. Diploma is enough. So if you have your transcript of records with you, if you have your diploma with you, you can submit them online. That would be enough. And if you have service records from your previous teaching experience, that would be good. But definitely, they would just require you for the transcript of records or a diploma. And of course, yung mga ibang documents na kukunin mo from the city hall or personal documents that you would photocopy and submit to them. Those are just the documents you need to submit. Very easy. I am suggesting that you find effort, pagbutihin mo yung sa demo lessons. Because as I know, they will not focus on your documents, but they will focus on your demo lessons. So make your best on your demo lessons. So depending on the company, if you pass step 3, step 4 would be a face-to-face interview or a second phone call interview or another Skype interview. Pero pag hindi ka pumasa sa step 3, they will also give you a call and they will tell you that the company prefers another applicant over you. That's the good thing about applying in a Japanese company. because they would tell you if you are hired or not. So say for example, you are hired. You pass step 1, step 2, and step 3. Step 4, all hired English teachers should go a 3 days to 1 week seminar. But of course, just like in our company, the 3-day seminar or 1-week seminar is absolutely free with pay. So yung mga seminars na yon are usually done at the main office. So if you are able to attend the seminar, meaning to say you finish step 4. So step 5 is the contract signing. So after the seminar, the company would offer you a contract. So doon sa contract na yon, doon na nakalagay kung magkano yung offer nila na salary and kung saang school kanila i-assign. So, doon ka na rin magde-decide if you're going to accept the offer. In my case, it took me 4 years before I accepted an offer from them. Why? Because there are things to consider in accepting offers of assignments. Say for example, the place. If it's too far, it would be difficult for me to accept the offer. So it's all up to you now. So again, I want to sum up the steps on how to apply as an English teacher here in Japan. And this process is only for those already here in Japan as a resident or as a tourist. So number 1 step are online applications. Number 2, Skype interview or phone interview. Number 3, video demo lessons. Number 4, seminars. So I hope this video gave you an idea on how you would become a teacher here in Japan. And sana meron kayong mga natutunan at sana meron kayong mga nakuha ng mga ideas. And sana abangan nyo po yung mga iba ko pang video about my teacher life here in Japan. And marami pa po tayong pag-uusapan doon, i-discuss about teaching English here in Japan. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. And thank you so much for always supporting my channel. And I hope to see you again on my next video. God bless everyone. Bye!